So we've been sleeping on the couch for a while, not because I'm in trouble or anything, but the bed downstairs has been bothering the wife's back a lot. So we both been sleeping upstairs on the couch, and so we finally were just like, all right, either we're gonna go buy a fucking mattress from like a Lebeda or Homemakers or whatever, and that was gonna be like fucking $2,000 or more depending on the bed we are gonna buy. She's all trying to buy a Sleep Number, which those are like fucking $5,000, but her boss swears by it, so whatever. And so I'm like, you know what? Why don't we try buying one of these online mattresses? You know, everyone rants and raves about them, and we've got people that have bought them.
Aliza?
No, or Casper. Yeah,
Is it the one that they used to pimp on the Bombcast?
Yeah, use that offer code.
I didn't, because we ended up buying a Nectar bed.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a neck deep bed. But it's a full on memory foam bed, which will be our first memory foam bed. So I'm nervous about that. It was only $1,000 with free delivery and a 365-day return policy. So like you can sleep on it for a year and decide you don't like it and send it back for free because they have free returns. That seems
Nice.
pretty low risk for buying a $1,000 bed.
What do they do? Just trash that bed? Who wants to use?
I'm not sure. I guess I'll find out when it comes to the door. As long as it's not a couple of people trying to sell me meat, I'm gonna be okay.
Oh no. I bought my bed at Big Lots and it was a lot cheaper than that. It's been good.
I don't know. I figured you sleep on the bed a lot. You put a lot of time into that bed. So $1,000, 2 free pillows. Clearly.
I was watching some documentary about people trying to sell beds, and they talked to this one guy who reviews beds for a living, and he slept on a blow-up mattress because he said it doesn't matter what you sleep on; they're all the same.
That is a hot review. Might be the hottest take about beds ever. To be honest,
I used to sleep on one for like a year.
I didn't quite sleep on it for a year, but I would sleep on it quite often when I would go to a buddy's house or go to my cousin's house. I'd bring my air bed.
When I lived in Nashville, I had a cot for a few months, and I'm like, I got to get something else. I got an air bed. The cot was so cold.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
I slept by a sliding glass door. It was a weird time.
Piss fuck. What the fuck were you doing to yourself? College?
Broke, yeah.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Did you ever sleep on you ever had a water bed?
When I was a kid.
Yeah, my brother and my parents did.
It was bad.
I used to sleep on the floor. That was for a while. That was interesting.
Like when you were young, or like a couple weeks ago? What are we talking about?
No, I haven't done it recently. But yeah, when I was like middle school to high school, I slept on the floor more than I slept on my bed.
I was always a couch sleeper. Like I always loved sleeping on the couch as a kid. I never wanted to sleep in my bed, and I'm not really sure if it was I had night terrors a lot as a kid, so it could be that. But I don't know. I loved sleeping on the fucking couch, even if I had a bed. I loved it.
I call those wet dreams, by the way, not night terrors.
Well. When you're 5, I think they're more of a night terror than a dream. Okay. My balls dropped early. I had a water bed for a little while, but I don't know. This is back in the not so great days of my life. My mom, we were living in Baxter, and she had given me a king size water bed in this house we were renting in Baxter, while they slept on like a queen actual mattress. I don't know why we had this giant fucking king size water bed, but I had it in my bedroom, and that's what I slept on for at least a year. That was the bed that I found my brother sleeping in next to me after he would watch all the scary movies.
I had a cousin who slept in a tent in their basement. To me, that was weird. Well,
That's kind of weird.
I was pretty much sleeping on the floor at the time, though, and I thought, well, you're in a tent? That's pretty weird.
What? Did you ever used to go over to like friend's house and sleep there? Did you sleep on the floor or the couch at your friend's house?
It was usually the floor. When I was younger, it was probably like elementary school age, it was a bed, just because they usually like.
Yeah, the parents are on the floor.
Everybody's smaller, and they're probably not going to usually let you. Yeah, they don't have to. But yeah, once I got middle school age and older, it was usually on the floor.
Did you bring your own blanket, or were you hoping to get provided a blanket or a sheet?
It depends. I think I rarely ever brought my own, because most houses I've been to, people have a shitload of blankets. So I rarely ever had to worry about that. But I also don't really need a pillow or a blanket. I can just fall asleep with nothing. So it's never really been an issue.
What about you, Ralph?
Nope.
No No covers, no blankets, no pillows.
I need a pillow.
Yeah.
I think that'd be nice.
I gotta have when I would sleep at my buddy Jake's house, he had his bunk bed that I slept on had no sheet, and I would like ball up a blanket as a pillow, and it felt like prison sometimes, but it was fine. Not a big deal.
I've never thought this feels like prison, but
well, I didn't until I went to jail, and then I was like, oh yeah, this kind of reminds me of that actually.
Oh.
Anyway.
Man, this is a dark episode.
Did you get to collect $200 before you went?
No, I didn't pass anywhere. I got set directly there. Yeah.
Oh man,
there was no Monopoly guy in my life at that point, unfortunately.
Monocle or no monocle?
I mean, I'm a full monocle guy.
You think, but him on the Monopoly guy, I think he's got a monocle.
Yeah.
I don't think he does.
Oh, is that a what's it called?
Mandela effect or whatever.
Yeah, Mandela effect. Whoa, yeah. Is it really?
I'm pretty sure he doesn't have one.
Wow.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think he does.
This is blowing my mind right now. Blowing my load.
Nelson Mandela does not have a monocle.
Also does not have a monocle, yeah.
Because he's dead.
Waiting for confirmation here. He was buried with his favorite monocle.
He's oh man, Rich Uncle Pennybags.
Oh, Rich. That's the one with the monocle.
Let's see. So he does not have a monocle on the board game. Okay. There are plenty of people who draw him with a monocle.
Sure.
Which might be kind of confusion, but
also might be the Ace Ventura thing too, right?
What did he? Ace Ventura did some monocle stuff.
Well, in Ace Ventura 2, when they do the opening scene, he said, he finds the Monopoly guy, or when they get to the fucking, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Once he gets to the area and then goes to like the big lived-in house where they're having a little party, and they find the old dude, and the old dude's got a monocle on, and then he knocks him out and does the do not pass go, do not collect $200 bit.
Oh man, I don't remember that at all.
Speaking of Jim Carrey,
that's a real thing. Oh God, yeah. Holy shit! Thanks for reeling it back in, Rob. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this maybe low energy
low quality
or low quality, maybe both.
I'm about to take it up a notch
of the Low Show pod.
Take it up a notch.
Oh man, no bangs in his. You haven't switched to the bang yet, huh?
No, I don't want to buy something called Bang. It's not something I want to do.
What about something called Rain? Because that's the new Bang.
Do they have commercials? Do the commercials say like "get banged" or what do they?
I say "get banged in the mouth," but I don't think they say that.
Okay, so if you get banged in the mouth, is it like shotgun and a bang, or
it can be if you want it to be? It all depends on how you want to take it, really. I mean, are you looking to swallow? You looking to maybe sip on it a little bit?
What do you think it'd be like to shotgun an energy drink? Like, would you just die?
Stupid, yeah. My heart would, yeah.
Yeah.
We know how my heart goes, though. It does go on and on. Thanks for joining us. It's episode 194. Like I said, maybe a low energy, low quality episode. I'm not sure. We haven't decided yet.
That's every episode.
Yeah, that's
fine.
That's accurate.
The boys are here. I'm so lazy I don't have an introduction. Ryan and Ralph, of course, joining us again, back in the hot seats one more time to talk to you about video games. We'll talk about what we've been playing, talk about some surmising of some scores, I think.
A little bit.
Ralph, on an accidental segue, thank you. A little Jim Carrey news. Ralph only hit me with the actual news.
Is he gaining 200 pounds?
Yeah.
I hope he's just in a giant fat suit.
Sonic the Hedgehog movie got a trailer the other day.
It sure did.
And it was so good, and people reacted so positively to it that the Sonic the Hedgehog movie director said he's going to fix Sonic's horrendous design.
Yes, today. I think he just said that today, right?
Yeah. It's like, how did you think
that was going to work? Like, how did you think people were going to be like, yeah, that's good. That looks cool.
Was the director Guillermo del Toro or what?
That's not even a creepy enough creation for Guillermo. That just looks lazy.
It was Jeff someone. I don't know who the hell it is. Goldblum.
Yep.
I don't understand. Like, I mean, if they fix his design, the movie still looks bad. It just looks like, it just reminds me of a Transformers movie, like the first one. Or like, why do all these movies have to be like a fish out of water thing? Like, oh, I'm in the human world. I got to save it. It's like, why can't Sonic just be with his fucking people with Tails
The dichotomy is look at the Pikachu movie, right? Like that's not a fish out of water story. It's a I don't remember who I am story, but like Pokemon and people live together in that world.
Pikachu has amnesia,
and Detective Pikachu he does.
How does he? Can he barely even communicate? How is he having amnesia?
This is a whole different story. Have you not watched the Detective Pikachu trailers?
No.
He talks.
Oh my god.
He talks like Ryan Reynolds because he is voiced by Ryan Reynolds.
Like how fast does Sonic go in that trailer?
It's like 700 mile an hour. I don't know.
He says he's got to go fast.
Okay.
That trailer, Ralph. What did you think of the trailer?
Is Sonic in it at all, or no?
I thought I don't. I mean, whatever interest I had in this movie, which was
less than none,
frankly. Yeah. Like I don't know. I thought it looked like horrible, and like Jim Carrey is just like Jim Carrey's just there for a paycheck, I guess, because I don't know why he signed on to that, and James Marsden.
It seems as though the people that I've talked to that don't have an affinity for Sonic necessarily are kind of excited to see Jim Carrey acting in something that's somewhat funny to them.
I don't know. I think
didn't find the jokes at all funny.
Well, they don't waste any time. 760 right at the beginning of the trailer.
I didn't find the interrupting bit funny at all.
They just didn't they just steal that from The Rock anyway? Except The Rock did it funnier.
Yeah. What was your name again? It doesn't matter what your name.
Yeah, that's a lot funnier than what the hell Jim Carrey was saying.
Great in my opinion. I wasn't really a big fan of the trailer.
I wish he had like Jordans on or something.
I just think they made him look too much like a human for being a fish out of water, right? Like he looks like a person, like he looks human-esque.
Well, yeah, I mean,
what? Why does he need to look like a normal teenager? But
he kind of looks like the Jim Carrey when he was the Grinch.
So horrible.
Yeah. Yes.
Don't let the kids hear you say that. They love that movie. So does the wife.
Like Sonic. I mean, all they had to do was make his eyes right, because somebody fixed his eyes.
I saw that.
It looks 100% better. And like then they fixed his mouth, and he looked 200% better.
The teeth.
And his arms are his legs are his legs are the wrong color. It's just he looks like a guy in a suit, even though he's CG.
Yeah.
Like it's.
Let's see. This is the picture I saw.
Mind blowing to me. I don't know.
This is him on. Obviously, this is the movie trailer Sonic on the right, and then the Sonic that people are saying they should make on the left of your screen.
Yeah,
and that looks way fucking better.
What I think someone from Sucker Punch did that.
This person just linked this picture. They didn't say where it came from.
I thought I was reading that earlier.
It could be. This is Austin fucking Creed. Xavier Woods from WWE.
Oh, they chose the wrong song for this trailer.
And then there's this picture here, which is
that doesn't make any sense either.
It's another good
rendition
of what he could look like. I don't know. I just don't think he needs to look so human-esque for being not a human. It just looks awful.
Well,
yeah, I don't know why they would have to change his design at all. Like, if you're changing his design, you're alienating the people who actually care about Sonic.
Right.
I mean, you might,
but they're bringing in the Coolio fans.
Why is that song in the trailer? It makes
honestly, like out of everything that was bad about that trailer, that was the worst part for me. Was
Coolio.
Why the fuck are you using Gangster's Paradise for this trailer? It makes no sense.
I'm assuming in the movie because it looked like he was just like living in a hole. I don't know where the hell he was, but he probably just found that tape somewhere and found a boombox somewhere. This sounds like this also reminds me of like the first Ninja Turtles movie in a way.
Yeah, but that first Ninja Turtles movie is great.
Well,
they were with humans though. This is just weird. Like, there's not very many humans in Sonic's world.
No, except that one he tried to kiss.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Do you think we get a Tails or a Knuckles cameo at the end of this movie?
I'd assume so, but they'll look wrong too, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's all a bad idea in all honesty.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this movie should have come out like 20 years ago, first of all.
Sure.
But
with Steve Urkel as the voice, yeah.
I'd be into that.
That'd be accurate.
I'd watch that. I'd watch that, sure. I don't know. It's weird, again, looking at a movie like Detective Pikachu, which, Ryan, if you're watching a trailer, watch the Detective Pikachu trailer. Because that animation looks so good.
I didn't think that was real.
And this just looks fucking trash.
Yeah, like I don't know why they even if that was Sonic's final design, like he didn't look quite detailed enough
He looks like they tried to animate somebody in a bodysuit. Is how it looks.
Does Danny DeVito voice Pikachu?
No, I said
you
Ryan
wish.
Oh.
We all wish.
Yeah, it would have been so good. I mean, I'm fine with Ryan Reynolds, but man, Danny DeVito would have killed that role. Would have been so good. I have no hope for this movie whatsoever. Like zero. The Dr. Eggman stuff looks stupid. Jim Carrey's reveal that he's bald and has the mustache at the end of the trailer gives me no hope because I have a feeling that's just the end of the movie. And it's like, great. So we wasted a whole movie for him to not be the real Eggman.
They do spoilers all the time in trailers. It's pretty crazy.
Where's the Chaos Emeralds? Like, what are we doing?
Man, I don't know.
Bad. It's bad. I mean, just it's bad.
I don't get it. It's mind blowing.
Me either.
I got more for you. Not about that.
I like more.
Epic Games has acquired Psyonix, developers of Rocket League. I don't know what they're gonna do with Epic. Probably make Fortnite skins that look like cars. No, I don't know.
They could put rocket powered cars in
Rocket Power, the Nickelodeon show.
God, no. I'm trying to think of what was their first game called?
Oh, I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
you know, Sonic.
Yep. Don't say
the
Sonic.
Hedgehog.
It's not allowed anymore. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like rocket powered cars, go fast, vroom vroom, or something like that. And I could
that was the full title. Yeah.
I could put that in like a Fortnite. Just the people are skins of a Rocket League car.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think I like this idea of all these Pokemon in the world.
They look a little weird, but they looked very well animated.
Yeah, it just seems disturbing.
It's very disturbing. Like the weird skin on the Squirtle is very weird, very rubbery, and I'm like, this is awkward, but it looks so good. That comes out in like 2 weeks too. It's nuts.
Yeah, it's soon.
It is. Anyway, but yeah, I fuck Ryan's not listening to the news anyway. But yeah, that's I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with Epic. I assume that it's just going to maybe get a little bit more esports focused.
Yeah, I mean they had to be working on something new at some point. Now they have like infinite money, which is
all the dollars.
They already had a lot of money though because of Unreal. Everybody uses Epic's Unreal Engine.
Rocket League 2.
Let's talk about Psyonix.
Yeah.
Oh,
Rocket League 2.
With, I mean,
a battle
about Fortnite. Sorry.
Oh no, Rocket League has made a ton of money too, though. But I mean, not quite Fortnite level. But,
no.
Yeah, that's that. I mean, I guess I was gonna say like there could be a fear that they only release stuff exclusively for the Epic Game Store, but I don't think that's.
They already said they're gonna pull it off Steam.
Well, but it still would be on. They would still make stuff for consoles too.
Yes.
I mean, future.
I don't think
stuff.
they'll do that hard. Just they only care about fucking over Steam on PC.
Well, yeah, they have no reason because Epic, they put shit out on consoles.
They don't care.
This next news is probably not real because I'll believe it when I see it.
Huh?
Bloodstained Ritual of the Night.
Oh yeah.
To be released on June 18th for real consoles and June 25th for the Switch.
For real consoles.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the fact that it's coming out in a little over a month is kind of insane, right?
Yeah, like I said, I'll believe it when I see it.
Or that it's actually coming out. I mean, what are your true expectations for that game as of right now? Like, is it just zero? Like, you have no expectations?
I don't think it looks great. So sure. I mean, after like playing Hollow Knight, enjoying the shit out of it, like I don't expect this. I don't expect to enjoy this nearly that much. So,
what about you, Ryan?
I don't know. He doesn't care.
No, I have no interest. I mean, if the game came with a whip, maybe.
Oh, okay. Now we're getting kinky. I like it.
Well, does she even use a whip or no?
Probably. I don't know what there's.
Does that dude still
there's whips and swords?
Does he still go to enter? It's the guy, Castlevania guy, right?
Yeah, you didn't really use whips in Symphony of the Night, though. I mean, I think you could get one, but it was mostly swords.
He would, didn't he show up sometimes in interviews with the hat and the whip?
Yeah, that cowboy hat looking thing. And,
does he still do that, or is that?
Yeah, I think that's all he does, and then he has other people make his game. So,
okay. Yeah.
That's how we got all that Kickstarter money.
I'm excited to see what the game is. I'm excited to check it out. I don't know that I'm excited to play it necessarily, but I just kind of want to see quick looks and videos and people playing it and see it full fledged.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely ready to play it because
Your body is ready, yeah.
Yeah, because I backed that Kickstarter in 2015 or whatever.
Backed that ass up a long time ago.
You just get the Wii U edition.
Well, that's why I backed it, but
it's a girl, you look good. Let me back that game up.
And then she's all
that
like,
should have been the song for Sonic.
Sonic, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no tails or anything, nothing.
No. Just weird looking Sonic. Ben Schwartz as Sonic.
Meow. Yeah.
Yeah. Woof.
This came out of nowhere to me. I don't know. There's a Saints Row movie coming out, and F. Gary Gray is directing it, who directed Fate of the Furious.
What?
Is it actually coming out, or is this a movie that's announced and never going to come out?
Well,
F. Gary Gray also did Straight Out of
Compton. Yep.
Compton, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I don't know. I guess if he's putting his name on it, then it must be getting. I don't know. I mean, it's definitely in pre-production, but I don't know how early. Must be pretty early.
I'd see a Saints Row movie, sure.
I don't know why it needs to exist, but I guess it's fine.
Just put the one dude from
Troy Baker.
Yes, but no. The African gentleman who was like the president guy. What's his name? He's
I thought you were the president.
Keith David.
Keith David. Yes, thank you. They live.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
as long as
Keith David needs to be in it.
I'm good. That's all I need.
I think he's not the president though. I thought you were the president.
He was the president in 3.
Well,
or is he like the president of like the Saints thing? I don't know.
He might be your vice president.
Oh, that could be
the fourth one. I don't remember. It's been
Yeah, because the fourth one opens up with you like walking out to have some press conference or something as the president, I think.
Yeah, that game is so good.
I almost bought what's that game? What's Agents of Mayhem because it was $6. I didn't.
Yeah, it's not terrible. It just seems like it's.
I mean, I bought Dig Dog for $4. So really, what are we talking about here?
I mean, that's these are all cheap prices.
Yeah, like anything under $5 or right around $5 is always a good price for me.
And finally, a game that's not going to be under $5, if I had to guess. How do you feel about a new Earthworm Jim game?
Like, what's it going to look like?
No? Well, it depends. Are you going to own an Intellivision Amico?
No.
You plan on doing that? Because it's exclusive.
I'm excited for an Earthworm Jim game. I'm not excited for it to be on the Amico Vision or whatever the fuck it's going to be called.
Intellivision Amico, which comes out in October 2020.
Tentatively.
It says October 10th, 2020. I don't know. They got a date.
Nothing. Is it marked as dead on arrival? Or
possibly.
Is that because 10 equals 20? Is that what they're doing?
10 10 220. My favorite old.
Yeah.
I forgot what that was even called.
The long distance things.
What is
there you go.
This is a new console. What is this?
Yeah, Intellivision Amico. You haven't heard? They announced it months ago. It's so Tommy Tallarico, wherever the hell his name is.
Oh my gosh.
He's he did the music for the original Earthworm Jim, if I believe correctly. But he is on the board of this Intellivision Amico something. He's like a big deal in it. So he got David. Okay, this says 10 members of the original Earthworm Jim team, which includes David Perry, who
no relation to Steve Perry.
No, David Perry. He was the one like that was the Aladdin game on Genesis. He was in charge of that one because he was at Virgin Games at the time. So it was Tommy Tallarico, I believe. And then, of course, David Perry did Earthworm Jim, and
that David Perry dude also did Cool Spot.
Okay, that sounds fine. That was a Virgin Interactive game, so that makes sense. He did Wild 9. I don't remember what else. He was kind of a big deal for a little while. I mean, so I don't know. I don't understand what this system is. But I guess we'll see how shitty this game is.
I mean, you gotta
Over a
expect it to
year.
be garbage, right?
The game could be fine, but the console's not going to do well.
The controllers look really weird too.
Yeah, they do. And they have
Really
like a
fucking weird.
don't they have like a screen on them?
It's like a screen with a Bluetooth. It's like it's weird. It's like two paddles, which like a literal like a paddle, but they're screened paddle. I don't know. It's fucking strange.
Well, so yeah, it's like what the old Intellivision controllers were like.
Yeah, but these look weird
without the screen, obviously. But I don't know. That's weird.
Earthworm Jim
backing
pretty
them.
excited, but I don't. Everything else, I'm not into.
Yeah. What'd you say, Ryan?
I wonder who's backing them, who's giving them money to do this.
Reggie Fils-Aimé. No.
Where he's going?
Came out of retirement.
His
Paying
body
him-
ready the
paying him.
entire time.
It's paying them with pizza.
Yeah.
Bigfoot pizza.
hmm
It's all the news I got. I mean, I'm sure there was some Borderlands 3 news, but I sure the hell didn't read about it.
Mhm.
Bunch of people played it, I guess. I don't know.
I watched some gameplay of it. It looks very much like the other ones.
You got
Okay.
this month's Xbox Live and PlayStation Plus games we can talk about real quick.
Yeah, skipped all that.
Yep, as usual. This
For a
month,
reason.
this month's PlayStation. I'm sorry, this month's Xbox games. Well, Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus. That's a hot game. Nothing.
Sure, that's not a Game Pass game.
Oh yeah, these are Game Pass games. Damn it! What the fuck?
Because it's like Marooners, which I don't know what that is, and
yeah.
Earth Defense Force. Because my dad was asking me if he should download them.
And Golf Club
You might like Earth Defense Force.
and Comic Jumper.
Yeah, that's what I told him.
And Comic Jumper also. And
Yeah.
then the PlayStation Plus games for this month made me very sad because they're two games I already own. Overcooked and What Remains of Edith Finch. And I just bought that What Remains game and I haven't played it yet. Or no, I have played it. I haven't played Dear Esther yet.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to.
How much you pay for that?
I think it was like $3.
Mm,
I waited for the right price, I think.
yeah, maybe.
Maybe. I'm not really sure.
In an hour, you might think differently.
Let's see. The only other two things, Borderlands 3 had a really big update as far as gameplay. It looks good. I think it's got sliding and like being able to vault over things or climb up things. I don't know what the word an M word somewhere. But it looks good.
Parkour.
It's not quite. It's the same Borderlands that you would expect it to be. So if you're into that, great. If you're not, then move on because it's just more Borderlands with a lot of guns.
Yeah.
And then they said the PlayStation 5 will not launch before April of 2020. So just to clarify, no new console till at least May of
So
2020.
April 21.
Yeah, so no 420
Yeah.
consoles, what they're saying.
Yeah.
Damn.
I know. I'm gonna guess June is my guess as of now.
That seems weird. I would think if it's not April, it's holiday 2020.
November.
November.
Yeah.
So long. I also think that maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they'll do holiday, but the closer the farther we get away from the PlayStation 4's lifespan, and the less we've been talking about The Last of Us 2. Obviously, we haven't really seen a whole lot of it. I have a feeling they're going to do a lot what they did with the first one, where it's going to be a PS4 game, and then they'll do whatever they can to an upscale for PS5 or whatever they call it.
It might already be built in.
And it might already be built in. With the backwards compatibility, it could very well be there.
Mhm.
But I have a feeling that'll come out. I think that's a June game for sure, is Last of Us 2 2020.
People think it's coming out this year.
No,
Fall.
that's funny.
Why? It's
I
been in
don't-
development for so long. I could see it happening.
I think Sony knows that game has to be a fucking knockout, and they will give Neil Druckmann as long as he wants.
I think it already is. They've already been developing it for so long.
That doesn't
If
mean
it comes out,
doesn't mean it's going to be a great game.
Don't they have to have
you have
something
nothing
big?
to worry about for that game.
Don't they have to have something big this? 'Cause, I
Holiday?
mean, they got nothing this holiday, right? Maybe besides
Yeah.
Ghost of
I
Tsushima. or
don't.
whatever.
There's no way that's coming out this fall. But I don't see any reason why Last of Us 2 would not come out this fall.
Man, I just don't see it. I mean,
It's been
it
in development for so long.
doesn't mean shit. The fucking
What?
Last Guardian was in development for like 8,000 years. That fucking game finally came out.
It's a little bit different.
Oh.
Last Guardian's not Naughty Dog. They don't throw money at that studio. They throw money at Naughty Dog.
Well, they did throw money at it by getting the rights to make that game, just like they got the rights to make or help them make.
The budget of The Last Guardian is probably nowhere near the budget for
Oh,
The
you're
Last-
right. Well, I mean, with the overall development piece, I mean, the part that Sony probably paid, no, you're right. But in general, what they paid, yeah, that's probably a lot of money.
Yeah, I think they put all the money in God of War in the
same with fucking
Knack.
No, the game is getting a third sequel that I
Knack.
don't want to play. The weird Asian one that I don't know anything about.
Days Gone.
No, that's not Asian.
Sony didn't put that much money into Shenmue.
Shenmue 3. I'm just saying they spent money on it. It's a fucking game has been in development for how long now? That was 2015.
I don't think Sony put that much money into it. They probably put way more money into God of War and The Last of Us. I don't know. I wonder how much money they put into MLB.
Well, it's the same game every year. I'm kidding. That's not right.
I mean, it is though. But anyway, I don't know. We'll see what comes out. I just don't see Last of Us coming out this year, but I could be wrong.
Training's probably got a bigger budget than The Last of Us. I mean, than Last Guardian.
They just finished mocap on Last of Us, what, 2 weeks ago when we talked about it? 3 weeks ago now?
Yeah, it wasn't too long ago.
2 or 3 weeks ago. So I don't know. That's just my guess. If it comes out holiday, great, but I just don't see it.
Okay.
So
that's all the news I got. I guess you already.
Said that. I just jumped into the news with you. So that's all the news that we have in general. So why don't we move into what we've been playing? Ryan, you're going to give me a spot check on budgets, I think.
No, I don't know if they actually mention that stuff. I think that's harder to find for video games.
They usually don't. Ryan, since we're talking to you, why don't you tell me about Days Gone?
That game is nowhere near as bad as people think it is. That game is totally fine. The story gets off to a rough start, so I don't know how much people play it, but yeah, the way they start the story and introduce you to what's going on is weird. But then after you play the game for a long time, it's just as good as any other video game story out there. And the game plays really well. The bike feels really good. Driving around the world is pretty cool because it looks really great. And yeah, the shooting's fine. So it's really weird how divisive this game is, because it doesn't seem like anything out of the ordinary or anything horrible or anything weird. So
why do you think that is? Like, if you had to guess why it's so divisive, why do you think it is?
I have absolutely no idea. Because on one hand, you have people freaking out about zombies attacking a castle in Game of Thrones, and then you have zombies in a video game, and they're like, "Oh, we've had too many zombies. This is horrible. We don't want any zombies." Sure. So I couldn't explain that to you.
Different mediums, but okay.
Yeah, but I don't think that matters, does it though? If you put zombies in something, you either have people groan or freak out, and it just depends on what their mood is.
I'm saying it's a different medium. It's people watching TV. They're less forgiving than people that are playing video games, where zombies have been like the trope for a while now.
They've been making zombie movies for a very long time.
Sure. But back when they were making zombie movies originally, they were not popular.
There's probably more zombie movies than there are zombie video games.
Oh, for sure. But again, they were not popular back in the 60s and 70s when Romero was first doing them.
I don't know about that.
Not like they are now. Those were cult films that people liked, and they got more and more.
I think Night of the Living Dead's a classic. I don't think that's a cult film.
You're talking a classic. Game of Thrones is a fucking monument in and of itself. Like it's unprecedented.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just interesting. But
The Living Dead was not unprecedented. It was just weird, and people were like, "Well, this is something."
Walking Dead, but yeah,
Walking Dead, sure.
It's very popular too. But I think people are getting tired of it.
Yeah, Walking Dead was popular. It is definitely not popular now.
I think it's still enough to keep it going, right? How many seasons do they have left?
I think this is the last season, I believe.
Okay, was it like how many did they do?
12, maybe 10.
That is a lot.
I mean, if you were looking at like overall Walking Dead ratings, I mean, those things have been like going down.
It's got to be around 9 or 10, because I thought it started in like 2010 or I thought it started in 2010, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't know.
So it's got to be around 9 or 10. But
I'll tell you.
So no, I don't know. I couldn't really tell you why people are so divided on this game and why people think it's not good. Because I think it's. I can see people saying it's not a great game. There are a few games that are great games, but it's a very good game, and there's not really much wrong with it from what I can tell. I don't know. It's weird. I don't get it. So,
Ralph, if you had to guess why this game is so divisive without playing it, why do you think it is?
I don't know. Maybe people's expectations are too high.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't really know.
Definitely possible, but yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't know what people expected it to be. Like, did they expect it to be like the next Last of Us? Because The Last of Us is a very corridor-driven story thing where it's definitely not open world, and you are in very small environments doing very scripted things. And this is definitely not that. It's very much an open world where you get to explore and travel around, and most of the combat that you're doing is out in the open. The hordes, actually, like, you can avoid many of the hordes. There's only a few hordes that you actually have to fight for story reasons, but there are a lot of them, and there are tons of freakers for some of them. Like, it gets really hectic and really easy to be overwhelmed by them based off of because they'll have, like, depending on what horde you run into, they'll have it's usually, sometimes the smaller ones it's just one group, but the bigger areas there's just multiple groups of them. So you'll encounter one, and it's just a shitload. It just looks like a wave of bodies coming at you, and then you'll try to run away. That has triggered another one that you either didn't know of, or at the time you encountered them, they were just idle, not doing anything. So then you'll get flanked by another one, and then usually, like, if that happens, you're just done. If there's not much you can do. But go ahead.
I was just gonna say, so what are you enjoying about the game?
It's the type of game that I like to play. So it's very much like in the style of like Horizon, where you're going out, you're exploring, you're collecting a bunch of stuff, you're using that to craft things, you're using that to upgrade. You're doing side missions to upgrade your bike, and things like that. And that's very much a game that I like to play, where you go out in the world, you collect stuff, you do missions. There's a bunch of different random collectibles.
Some people liken it to a Far Cry game. Are you getting any Far Cry vibes from it?
I mean, the only reason why I could see people doing that is because there were outposts, but there were outposts in Horizon Zero Dawn. And
sure. That's why I was asking.
But what they do, like, most of the, like, there's very few things in the games that are inconvenient. Like, the fast travel is pretty quick, and it's very good, and it does matter how much gas you have in your bike for how far you can fast travel. But usually there's gas canisters all over the highway, so if you don't have enough gas, you don't have to go very far to get gas, and you just put it in your bike, and then you can pretty much fast travel anywhere on the map.
Is it weird that if the gas is everywhere in the game, then why make it a requirement for you to fill your tank?
I don't know. I mean, you have to.
Could a case be made for people to be like, if they're everywhere, why do I have to do this? Like, you're not making it scarce by any means.
I think because they're trying to force on it. They're trying to. It's not so it's not a hardcore survival game,
but they're trying to force some survival elements to it.
Yeah, you're clearly in a world that is not modern day, where you're not. Well, I mean, it's modern day, but it's not like you don't have access to lights everywhere.
7-Eleven hanging around.
Water everywhere. You don't. You're pretty much using a walkie-talkie to communicate, so you don't have any phones. So they're trying to create some type of feeling that you're struggling to get by, that you're surviving. But the game overall is not hard either. Like, it's a very easy game. So they do put that stuff on there, but there's really there's a part in the game. So there's like a northern part and there's a southern part. And the only time the game kind of ramps up in difficulty is when you get to the southern part. Other than that, the only other real difficulty is when you go to encounter hordes, and most of the hordes are completely optional.
How far?
What? I'm almost at the end. I think I have like a couple missions left and it's over.
Right.
But part of it, like, if you don't like exploring, you might not encounter this very often. But I think they actually try to get you to encounter this every once in a while. Where you'll be riding on your bike and going to do something, and occasionally you'll just take a wrong turn, or it'll be set up so it's on your path, and you'll accidentally get right next to just a giant horde, and it's kind of like a shit your pants moment, because you either gotta fight them. Usually you're not ready for them because you weren't expecting it, or just get out of there. And if you're on your bike, it's no big deal. It's really easy to avoid the horde. If you're on foot, that's a completely different issue. Sometimes it's easy to avoid, sometimes it's not. But yeah, I don't know. It's very weird that people are so mixed on it. But it's not a game that's trying to frustrate people. Like there's very little difficulty that's going to make you want to just give up and not keep playing.
Sure.
The shooting is not horrible. It feels pretty good, and enemies go down in a couple of shots. So, and then you also like have melee weapons, and the melee stuff feels the best out of all of it. And usually those are taking somebody down in a couple hits. And if you upgrade your melee, a lot of times if you run into an enemy and hit them like a human enemy, it's a one-shot kill. So there's not much going on there that really causes issues. The thing that is kind of weird though is like some of the more powered up enemies that you fight, they kind of treat them as boss battles, and they're pretty weak boss battles because the enemies really aren't that tough. Which is something Far Cry does.
Is the story good, or are you just kind of whatever about it?
It's fine, and they do the thing that you were talking about, where like if something gets interrupted, they will start the conversation over.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. I mean, it is what it is. It's not the end of the world, but I would just think that with other Sony platforms or Sony games that do that have figured that out, you would think that this would also.
They do that. I just told you, like if you're fighting something comes up and attacks me as I'm in the middle of a conversation, I kill the thing, and then and then it starts the conversation right where they left off.
Oh, not over. I thought you said it starts over.
No, right where they left. They say something like, "What were you saying again?" or whatever, and then usually you'll get attacked again, and they'll have to keep repeating that. But they have that in there. But yeah, I don't know.
It seems like it's gotten a lot of patches since it started.
Dude, go back and look at Horizon. That game was on version like 120 something before I even played it.
That's fair.
The game is totally fine. The bug that for the audio dropping out, I guess it was based off of certain bike parts you put on. So they're on 107 by the way, but so you may not ever encounter it depending on what parts you put on your bike. And I guess the parts that I had on my bike when it happened to me twice. Was one of those, and then when I upgraded to a new part, it hasn't happened since. So
that's weird.
It's just a bug. I mean, it's an open world game; they're going to happen.
Oh yeah.
But other than that, though, I haven't really encountered much else. There's been a couple times where I fell through the world, but that's pretty common. World games.
Do you think this will be a game that winds up on your top 10 list?
It definitely will now because I think I only have 5 on there. So.
Well, at the end, if you had to look toward the end of the year and just guess, do you think it'll make it there?
I don't want to say that because Borderlands is coming out. Potentially The Last of Us might be coming out. What else is coming out? Rage 2, which actually
Madden.
Yeah. The Mahomes edition. What else is coming out? Oh, okay. I don't think I'll count Catherine.
Cuphead.
Right.
Cuphead got counted for me, but not you.
What else is coming out this fall?
Nothing is coming out.
Astral Chain, Mario Maker 2. I guess not that you're interested in.
Coming out, isn't it? Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah. Link's Awakening.
Fire Emblem's coming out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Right now, it's got a good chance just because I've only played like 5 games that have come out this year. And
Crackdown 3 is already out, I guess.
Yeah. Supposedly.
See what's on my list so far. It's better than at least 2 of them. I know that.
Travis Strikes Again.
Yeah, it's definitely better than that. So right now on my list, if I were to finish the game and put on my list, and assuming the game doesn't just like burn and light on fire, it would be my number 3. So it'd be Resident Evil 2, Devil May Cry 5.
So it's a good chance it'll wind up there.
Maybe. Potentially, yeah. I have it above Far Cry New Dawn right now.
Right on.
But,
anything else that you played or that you want to talk about?
No, I'm just trying to wrap that up. The game's an easy platinum too, so if you want a platinum,
I don't. 60 hours, is that where you're at? Probably.
I have no idea. The game does not tell you how long.
If you had to guess, where are you at?
How many days gone are you?
It does tell you how many days gone you are, but you start off 2 years in, so you start off with quite a few.
It's like 700 and some days gone, right? 762 or 22.
840 something for that total, but that doesn't really say much.
It's a lot of hours.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, some of the dialogue is weird. When he talks to himself, it's kind of weird, but the main overall story is completely fine about him and trying to track down his wife. And just dealing with other survivors. There are a couple camps they don't flesh out that well. Each camp kind of has its own different vibe. There's one camp was kind of like a modern day slaver camp, which is very weird, where they kind of want Deacon to go track people down to send them to his camp, where they pretty much enslave them and force them to work. So, but they don't flesh all those camps out that well, which was kind of a bummer. But there's two main ones in the games that they do, and that's where most of the story takes place. But yeah, I have no idea how long I played it. I wish this game has a really cool menu system, but it doesn't have much to keep track of, like stats, like how many things you've killed and all that stuff. And
that kind of sucks.
Yeah. So, so no idea what the counter is. It's at least 40 hours, I would say.
Okay. Right on. Let's see, Ralph, do you want to talk to me about some games? You're gonna ask me about what I've been playing.
I can go through my shit real quick.
Okay, hit me with hit me with the bad stuff first.
None of it's bad.
Maybe not bad, but maybe not quite as where you're hoping it might be.
I don't know. I don't want to offend the Days Gone apologist.
Did you actually play it?
No, I mean,
yes, I like
I don't. Dragon's Dogma is not grabbing me. I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something. It's like
It's fine.
I get murdered all the time, and like I don't know where to go, and like there's like it's marked on the map like where to go, and I go there, and there's nothing there or nobody there. It's like I don't know. I think I just need a fresh start on that game.
That game definitely doesn't. The game's not a type of game that will hold your hand, so it definitely will do confusing things. I think to actually get to the ending, it happens in a very weird, strange way that isn't very straightforward. So, which you're never going to get to. So,
hey, you're probably right.
How long to beat? How long to beat Dragon's Dogma?
I mean, I think the main story was close to 40.
It's a long game, and then there's the Dark Arisen stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't seen Travis Touchdown. I don't know. Like I made my character. I named her Guile. That's a girl, and because Guile was a choice. I like how they had like a bunch of Street Fighter character names. Like you could name it whatever you wanted, but it would have like what people call you, and then you had to like choose from a list of names.
Oh yeah, it's not your pre-rendered name. It's something else.
So I just found Guile and then made her name Guile, and then my pawn is was it? So it's Cobra.
That's right. You could
Cobra.
Cobra. What'd you say? I'm sorry.
You could potentially pick Travis Touchdown as your pawn, or
yeah, but I don't know. I haven't seen him. Like I went in the pawn world and found some random dude. I don't know. I need to play it more. Well, I guess.
At some point, I think so. You have your pawn. Have you got to a point where you can pick 2 other pawns to join you?
I mean, I have 3 total, but I just created the one.
Yeah. So like if I was playing on the Switch too, you could go grab my pawn. But because that's what I did. I would on PS3 I would grab people that I knew on PS3. I'd take their pawn. Which is
okay.
Other people I knew that were playing. So
okay. Yeah, Dragon's Dogma. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
That game gets very weird, but it sounds like you're never going to get to see it.
I don't know. Like if the combat would click, like you just.
Do you jump on any monsters?
Yeah, I sent you guys that picture where I grabbed that
Ball by the
cow
balls.
beast from behind.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to be doing that. I don't. I don't know.
It looked like the physical embodiment of that Tommy Boy line is what I thought you were doing.
Supposed to be like jumping on dragons and ogres and.
I jumped on a 3-headed snake and cut his head off. So there was that.
How does it look though? Does it look? Are you playing portable or docked?
I've done both.
Look like a PS3 and 360 game.
Pretty much. It seems like I don't. Maybe I just like imagine this, but I feel like in that era, PS3, 360, like shadows and games were way too dark. And
a lot of the games kind of skip that stuff if they could. But,
well, like you go under a tree or something, and just like, or you go into a building and there's this, like it seems like they're way too dark in this game too. So maybe I just like I feel like I can't see a lot of the enemies either. Like
yeah, running around at night in that game is so it's kind of weird because Days Gone does this too. At nighttime, the game is more difficult, but you can just sleep through the night. I can't remember if you could do that in Dragon's Dogma.
You can. I haven't seen a night yet.
But it's more difficult at night in that game too. So I don't know why they do that. I don't know why. I don't know why it's also, I think in Crackdown 2 it was also more difficult at night. Freaks come out at night. But
it's a great song.
Yeah, I think they used that as promotion and stuff for Crackdown 2. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why games do that. Same thing at Dying Light, but they actually had like a story reason why for that one.
Because it's dark.
Yeah,
it's the story reason. Yeah.
And you have to run to the bathroom because it's scary. Yep.
Yeah, I always do in the middle of the night. That's how I get injured. Not really. I'm careful.
Ghost when he goes to the bathroom in the middle of the night.
Ghost problems. I picked up Sushi Striker, the way you have Sushido on the Switch, because it got down to less than $20 on Amazon, and I had like a bunch of Amazon points, so I got it for not much at all.
Sure.
That game's pretty fun.
Yeah.
I feel like I get lucky when I win. I don't know. The game would probably be easier to play with the stylus. I think me and you, Derek, both played the demo.
Yeah, we did.
That's the match three thing.
It is.
You can match as many as you want.
It's not just 3. You can do lines and clear lines and things like that.
You should be doing lines on your Switch.
Oh yeah.
Well, there's a screen protector.
You already know.
Does it come with $1?
Yep.
It's a
razor blade.
$8. It's a cardboard razor blade. Labo.
Okay. Oh, yeah. What is that? Labo 04 razor blade.
Yeah. Genghis Khan.
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know. I think it's fun. It's got a lot of cutscenes. That game has a lot of story, and it's really fucking stupid. Like,
yeah.
But it's intentional. I'm guessing.
It looked very self-referential, perhaps.
Yeah, and I don't know. There's like the great sushi battle where like this. Well, I picked a girl. You can pick a girl or boy. Sure. Like her parents are gone fighting.
The great sushi battle.
The sushi battle, and this girl joins the Sushi Liberation Front. To give
it all just sounds amazing.
Yeah, I don't know. The gameplay's grown on me because at first I was like, I was
just say we both didn't care for the demo, right?
Yeah, not really. And then I kept thinking I should give it another chance, and it got cheap enough. But like you befriend these things that are almost like Pokemon in a way, who give you like special abilities to use during a match or like during a battle. So like one can basically give you health, and like you have to like match up the health on your screen, whatever I'm trying to say. One gives you like a shield so you're not attacked. One will like add more to your combo, and like, so I don't know, all that stuff makes it more fun, and you can level up all those things, and you're gaining experience points yourself and progressing. Like I've just been kind of grinding just because I don't know. I want it to be fairly easy because I still don't know if I'm that good at it.
Right.
So I don't mind grinding because I'm still trying to get the whole gameplay down better. I don't know. I think it's worth a shot if somebody thought it looked interesting and at less than $20 because it was $50 when it came out last year.
Right.
And I feel like it's going to be like a cult classic kind of game, probably because it got okay reviews when it came out. It obviously tanked because a Nintendo published game never gets this cheap physical.
Yeah, it's under 20, which is just not normal.
Yeah, that's pretty rare. But, whatever. That's an acquired taste. Sushi, that is.
Sure. And I don't like sushi.
I've only had Chinese buffet sushi, so I I can't say. It was pretty good though. I finished Darksiders 3. How about that?
Somebody's yelling upstairs. I'm sorry. Darksiders 3, you finished it? You put it to bed?
Finished it. I would have played it more.
Is there going to be a fourth one? Sorry.
I mean,
did they say anything about it?
Well, it hints at one.
Does it? Nice.
Yeah, and guess who it stars?
Pestilence?
The one who hasn't been in one yet.
Yeah.
Strife.
Is that who it is?
I mean,
their version of the 4.
Yeah, I mean the game has a new game plus, but I don't love the way they did it because you like beat the game and it's like you want to start Armageddon mode and it like gives you choose easy, normal, hard, whatever. And I was like, I have to pick one. Like there was not an option to like say no that I could tell.
Yeah.
So I just picked normal and then just starts the game over Armageddon
What
1
the fuck?
is what it's called. And I'm like, I don't even know what this means. So I like looked it up and it's like, I don't know. I think it took away all my levels. I'm gonna have to see what level I'm at. I mean, it takes away all your everything you found and all your weapons and stuff.
Right.
But it has like different enemy placements and different boss placements and stuff.
What the fuck?
And you can play through. So every time you beat it after that, like it goes Armageddon 1, Armageddon 2, Armageddon 3, like whatever, it keeps going. Like, why would I want to beat this game this many times? I just wanted to play it again, or I wanted to try it again from the beginning with all my powers and shit, just for a little while, just so it could be fun to fuck stuff up. So that was weird. And the plot's fucking stupid. The final boss battle wasn't that great, but I still had fun playing the game. I think it's worth playing if you're into Darksiders at all, like I am.
Yeah, I mean, I like that first one a whole lot. Like I said, I haven't played that second one at all, even though I have it. But I would be interested to play 3.
Yeah, $20, and then I will buy it.
Yeah, it's got to be getting cheaper soon. I mean, I paid $30, and I don't regret it.
It was $40 for a long time, but yeah. Yeah,
I think it still is actually, mostly. Yeah, it's definitely fun to play. I like playing.
Do they hint at it being 4-player like the original one did?
No. That seems like the ultimate goal. Maybe that'll be the 5th one.
Yeah, all 4 together.
I assume the 4th one, if they end up making it, will be pretty similar to this one. Sure. Like in size, I guess. Because this almost feels like not like a AAA title, but like a AA, like how they used to make. Like, I don't know, like a moderate budget game.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a budgetary game.
But there was some part, like I mentioned to you guys in the Discord, with this tornado. This fucking tornado was a 1-hit kill, and it was pissing me off so bad. It's just like all over this area, and I didn't know where to go. I had to look up what to do. But then, you destroy the tornado by setting it on fire.
Fire tornadoes, yeah.
Why would that get rid of a tornado?
I don't know.
Because reasons. Because video games.
The movie Twister, he threw a beer bottle into the tornado, but I don't think that
made it drunk. Yep.
Yeah, he told it to have a drink and threw. I think apparently he was naked, although he claimed he was not naked.
Was the tornado naked?
Seymour Hoffman insisted he was naked when he did. I would think it was tornado season. But
yeah. I don't remember any of that.
Have you ever seen Twister?
I saw it in the theater, and I haven't seen it since.
You saw that I don't think I ever saw that in the theater. I remember it's not that good though. But,
Buzzkill, Ralph. Buzzkill time. Out of actual 74, not 1 through 10, and then 10 through 74.
Damn it! I'll have to get you some math on that one.
Do some math. Just go with your gut. What are we talking? 60?
I don't know what that is.
That's like a low B.
I don't know what
74.
Yeah, it's like a low 70. That's what that would be.
I'll get my
probably a mid 70.
We'll get that for you.
Mid 70.
mid 70%.
Oh, mid 70%. Okay.
81. So yeah, it's about a B minus.
Yeah, see? It's like
for 60.
Yeah, 60.
Okay, that's probably fine.
Maybe 62 if you liked it a little bit more. I don't know.
Maybe a little lower than that.
Okay, so like a 58. So like just at a B, like a solid B or a C plus.
I mean, it's fun to play. It's got problems, so I
feel like by next week you need to develop a new rating scale. I feel like you're not committed to the 74 rainbow buses.
No, I am not.
I feel like you need to fix that.
It's too hard. Our scale is too hard.
I need you to get on board.
The bus? No.
Yes, all aboard. Choo choo.
Tell me about Gunman Clive, Derek.
Oh man, so Gunman Clive is a game that I bought a couple weeks back. Hadn't got a chance to play yet. You likened it to Mega Man, and it was on the 3DS before, and picked that up on the Switch because it was dirt cheap. And those games are well, that first game I played. I think I'm like it's not very long. You said right?
I think you can beat it in less than an hour.
I'm at level 14, and I don't know how many levels there are, but I mean I'm just churning right along. They're no more than like 90 seconds, 2-minute long levels.
Yeah, they're real quick.
They're very short, but they can be difficult. Like the buttons don't feel. I don't want to say the jumps feel a little floaty, but they kind of do. And I don't feel like the buttons are very snappy. So like, I want to Mario that shit and like hit my platform and jump and jump and jump. And like, there's definitely a delay in how long I have to wait to hit another jump once I land. And so that kind of impacts me when I'm playing it. But overall, I think the art style in that game looks ridiculously cool.
Yeah, it is a nice look.
On the Switch, especially, looks really nice.
I think it was just one guy who made that. I could be wrong though.
That's super cool. Like I got to the, let's see, I hit the second boss recently, which is like the train dude, like turned into a actual like guy to fight.
If that Gator train,
that might have been a Gator train
from Kingdom Hearts.
No, it was not the train from Kingdom Hearts. Unfortunately, that would have been a much better battle. But I'm liking Gunman Clive. It's a quality product.
Yeah,
you look like a Clive.
I look like a gunman. I'm not sure. You can make up whatever name you want.
Is he like? Is it Clive Jericho? Or?
Well, you could call him Jericho. It'd probably be fine. Okay. Yeah, Gunman Jericho. You just made the list. Yep.
I don't know if Clive Jericho's got a list, but he might.
Well, he does now.
To be Cuphead?
Oh, fuck no. That game's so hard, dude. I spent an hour to 90 minutes playing the 3 or 4 levels that I have left in Inkwell Isle 2 and finally passed, I think, one of them. Finally. Okay. I might have gotten 2. I beat the genie and
is it Will Smith?
No, this a fat genie, a fat brown genie. His laugh's pretty good though. Ralph, do you remember the sound sample of his laugh?
Okay.
Really fun. So you do that when you hit him, or no?
Every time he transitioned into another form, he laughs at you until you kill him. But fuck, that took me a lifetime, and like that game stresses me the fuck out every time I play it. Like it gets my heart rate going. I'm over there holding my breath as I'm getting ready to fucking die or beat it, and I just can't. And the wife's like, "You're gonna die, like physically." Like, yeah, I know it's not good. She's like, "You should take a break." I'm like, yeah, I'm not though. I gotta do it because I was like, well, you know that you can go into the little ink or the little dice block, and I'm like, oh, maybe I don't have to actually get all the contracts on the islands before I move on. And I go in there, and he's like, "Ha, fuck off, go give me the rest of the contracts."
Yeah.
So I think I've got one left, and it's the bird. So it's the bird that starts out where it's shooting or spitting eggs at you, and then it starts spitting feathers at you, and then it turns into, oh boy, what does it turn into?
Like a birdhouse?
Yeah, the birdhouse, I think maybe. And then it turns into like a small bird with like eggs surrounding it, and you have to turn small and turn big to like maneuver between it. And then it turns into like 2 medical birds carrying like a dead bird, and you can only shoot the bottom part of it.
Man, that game's so good.
But the bottom part of it is like I said, they're holding them on like a cot, and they're going back and forth because they're birds. But if you can only shoot the bottom of it, and you can only shoot one way in Cuphead, unless you have the fucking one that you're in a
homing thing.
But you're in your aerial, so the homing doesn't matter.
So you can only get in the bottom left corner. And when they start coming your way, you have to be able to get out, but they also are spitting objects at you. It's a fucking nightmare. Is what it is. It's a fucking nightmare. And I love every second of it. It's so good. But it infuriates me beyond repair. But I love that game a lot.
Yeah, it's
so good.
It's a hard one.
But it's so rewarding. Like I exhaled so hard when I beat that genie. I was just like, oh, fuck yeah, I fucking did it. And I got an A on it. Oh, it was so good. So
Nice.
happy. So happy.
All right. Is it as hard as MLB The Show?
So I was dicking around with my buddy Joey. And we were testing out. When you share play, you can also share play and either play a game with the person you're share playing with, or you can just give them the controller, which is always a hit or miss thing. So we were testing that out. He first threw in Mortal Kombat 11, and he plays everything digitally. So he's like, here, let's just see if this works. And so I played the Novice Tower as Sub-Zero, and I beat it, and that was cool. Like, sure. So I played a little Mortal Kombat 11. That game.
Chinese Ninja Warrior while you did it?
What?
Were you listening to Chinese Ninja Warrior while you did it?
No.
Oh, you should.
I don't know what that is.
Well, it's one Google away, right?
No. I don't have enough Google power in me right now. But yeah, that game looks phenomenal. It plays really well. There's definitely a delay as I was playing it through obviously share playing it. But it felt really good to play. The characters look cool. The levels that I played looked pretty dope. Obviously, when you get to the tower, you fight the boss. And so the boss battle was pretty dope. And I don't know the story mode, but the boss battle basically was, she's the Lord of Time.
Chronica.
And as you're fighting her at least in the tower, she is transitioning to different people. Like you get her down a quarter of the level, and then she'd transfer her, like it would become, you'd be fighting not Cyrax, but Jax. No, I would. You're fighting Jax, or you're fighting Jackie Briggs or something. You gotta beat them, and then she comes back. You gotta whittle her health down, then she's somebody else, and you beat her again, and so on and so forth. So really cool. Cutscenes just look superb. The game plays really fucking nice. The crypt looks really cool. I know there's some feedback on the crypt online, at least from people right now. But I think the over-the-shoulder third-person crypt stuff looks really fucking cool. Because the crypts that I remember were you walk in as one, like it was a first person. You're like walking area to area.
Yeah, I don't remember how X did it.
It gave it to you is what it did, but this looks really really fucking cool. Let's see what else about Mortal Kombat 11. I didn't do any of the story stuff, but the roster seems really cool. There is a level that you're playing, and it does look like they are building Cyrax and who's the other guy?
Smoke Sector.
It looks like they're building Cyrax and Sector in the background, so we could see Cyrax and Sector as DLC characters, which I think would be really cool. I was always a Cyrax man myself.
I was a Striker man. Get Striker in there.
I don't think Striker's in there now. Sorry.
That's some bullshit. How's Ronda Rousey?
Yeah. God. Yeah. Apparently people do not like her. Like I said, I didn't play as her. I didn't have to fight her either. But boy, people are not liking Ronda Rousey as that character. I mean, Ronda Rousey in general, she sucks, but that is just not a good Sonya Blade, apparently. But
like the way she looks, or just the way she plays?
I think it's the acting and like just her character mannerisms in the game itself don't lend well to Ronda being not a great actress. So it's just a double down on bad.
She was in that Fast and Furious movie.
Yeah. We all see those for the acting, don't we?
I don't know why anybody sees those.
They're fucking fun. They're dumb fun. Did you see that John Cena is rumored to be taking over for The Rock? Because The Rock and Vin and
he's making too many Jumanji movies.
Oh, they don't get along. Him and Tyrese and Vin Diesel all of a sudden don't get along. So rumors that they're going to bring in John Cena to replace him.
It's not the same guy. They know that.
I don't think they even saw John Cena. I think that's what I read.
Oh, okay.
So
does John Cena even have a tattoo?
It says hustle, loyalty, respect all over his back. Yeah. On the front, he's got a sword sticking up through his chest like Brock Lesnar, but it's got the big circle and the line across it with a C, like as in you can't see me.
Yeah. I mean, C could mean anything, so I don't know.
That's true. It's actually that what was that stable back in the late 90s?
It's
like LWO.
The Ho Train? Or,
that was when the Godfather was in it, but he was the good father. Yeah.
Nation of oh no.
Nope, that's not it. Anyway.
I don't know what that is.
MK11, really good. I play the short mode still.
So it was like Steven or his name, something Steven something.
Yeah, Steven man. Why is Mongo McMichael the
Richards?
Steve Richards, yep, that's who it is. Yep. Steven Richards. I don't remember.
Finger of Taproot.
Right to censor?
Right to censor, that's right.
Right to censor, yep. All right. My wrestling knowledge is still there. But yeah, that was it's that simple. Anyway, Mortal Kombat 11, really good. That goes hand in hand with MLB The Show. So figuring out that you can play games together. We set up a home run derby, which again, you're talking about timing over an internet connection that can be kind of finicky sometimes. But it was really fun. Like that game looks spectacular.
Did you bunt in the home run derby?
What's that?
Did you bunt in the home run derby?
I tried and it failed me out. So you got all your legends and then your normal people. And so like we were doing legend versus legend and then like normal player versus normal player. The first two I picked Ralph, this is for you. I picked the Big Hurt and I failed.
Because you bunted?
Yeah, no, I tried to swing and I couldn't.
Big Hurt could never bunt a home run.
There's gotta be some footage of the Big Hurt laying down a sick bunt somewhere.
It's got to be. So I was the Big Hurt and fucked that up, and then I was Stan the Man Musial. Couldn't do that either. And I finally got my footing underneath me. And the final two rounds, I picked. I was fucking Bryce Harper, and I won that round. And then I was Mike Trout and won that round. And then so it was myself versus myself and Joey versus Joey. And so it ended up being Mike Trout versus Lou Gehrig is who he was against.
Oh,
and Lou Gehrig. And Lou Gehrig took it. So I lost.
Oh.
That's for the best.
It was. So in the show, though, have you guys have never either one of you played?
I played MLB The Show 2009.
Okay, so forever ago. Ralph?
Yep.
I don't know if I've ever played a show game.
Apparently there's a bunting challenge to try to get on base with Frank Thomas in that game.
So that'd be pretty good. There's a couple of cool things about what I saw of the show. When you're doing like the road to the show mode, when you're creating your character and things like that, you know, if you remember back in the day, Ryan, and maybe you don't, you know, you could choose to play the entire game, or you could in the later games you could start saying, hey, just fast forward me to my next plate appearance or my next defensive appearance, and it would fast forward you to the part of the game that you were actually a part of. But you're still having to press like, you know, forward and triangle or circle or square or X to throw it to whatever bag you're throwing it to, if you're in the outfield or whatever.
To throw up.
Yeah. Yep. Throw up to pay respects. So in the show now, they basically make it a quick time event. So if you're playing defense and a ball gets hit your way and you throw your stick to the right area, you catch the ball, the camera's gonna pan like cinematically to say first base, and then it just has like the circle and the right stick up here, and you just have to get the right stick into the circle and it automatically will throw it there to you. So they've definitely streamlined a lot of that, which I think is fun, way more fun than.
Are you playing baseball at that point? What are you doing?
If you're doing the road to the show mode, not necessarily, because that's really just about getting called up and making a career out of it and more offense than it is defense. If you're playing the regular baseball game, then you're still doing the press and circle and triangle and square and X and all that stuff. But in the road to the show mode, which is what I played primarily, that seems way more fun than sitting there waiting to get the ball and shit like that. So I think that's a really cool quality of life experience. Also, there's a Ken Griffey Jr. classic mode that you can play. Have you seen this skin? Have we talked about this?
Don't know.
No.
Like Ken Griffey Jr. What like how is is this supposed to be in your baseball games or what?
It's an overlay. Let me see if I can find what it's called. I can't remember what it's called. There's like an 8-bit mode, basically, is what it is.
That's awesome.
It's really cool. It's called retro mode. So if you and look this up, Ralph, because I think you'd really get a kick out of it. And yeah, it's just an overlay, but the music's there. So like when you hit a ball, it does a little boop, like it's fucking super cool. I was losing my mind about it, and it's just a super cool looking overlay. It feels very here. I'll do the thing that I'm very bad at doing normally, but
Junior's games are both on the SNES.
Let's click this button here. Where's
There's
the screen
2
share?
on N64.
Ken Griffey
Also-
Jr. had games on N64.
There's at least one. I think
Okay,
there's
check
I played both on the
for you.
Super Nintendo.
You see this?
well, there's 2 on there
Yeah.
too.
Is that showing it there, guys?
There's an anime lady to the right. She's looking pretty good.
That's pretty good. Let me go ahead and
Mega Man's there. He's getting a 6 out of 10.
just see if I can click this button here.
That's 6 out of 10. Looks like.
So I mean, it's very just, and like I said, I don't have the sound on, but if you look up the
It-
video, the sound is there for sure. But it
It
just
looks like RBI baseball.
Sure.
19.
yeah, there you go.
That actually looks like the thing from his Ken Griffey Jr. baseball, this Super Nintendo one.
Yeah, I think that's what it's modeled after is the Ken Griffey Jr. games. But I mean, it looks and sounds like it a lot, and you can do an 8-bit filter to make it look even more retro.
Does it actually say 8-bit? Because the Super Nintendo was 16-bit.
I don't know, just
Yeah.
It says retro. I don't remember if the filter says 8-bit mode or not. Either way, I think that is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, that looks like Ken Griffey. But yeah, the one you were showing.
So anyway, that is pretty cool. I think that is something that I would really enjoy to be able to play. Just do like that little cascade effect of us being on the screen. That was pretty good.
Yeah, the Ken Griffey baseball game was a ton of fun when I was a kid. But
If you ever see MLB The Show 19 for cheap, which after playing that, I was like, I really want to play this.
I don't think I could buy sports games anymore. I just don't.
I haven't bought a
I'm kind of the same way.
I haven't bought a sports game in a while, but this is a pretty good package, if I do say so myself.
See, it's a full package.
It might be. What else, Ralph? What else? That's all I got for MLB.
Yoshi, you beat it?
Nope, no Yoshi. I finally got to the first boss and beat the first boss, no problem, obviously. And then it gets that branching path of you can either go to either of these 3 islands and get your Infinity Stones. And
Did you at least dream that you beat it when you fell asleep?
no, I did fall asleep playing that game every time I played. It seems like Yoshi just takes it out of me. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of work. You got to hold it in your hand.
Is it really a lot of work?
It's the easiest game known to man. Although
Uh,
into an issue, I don't know.
wait till you play Dear Esther, because that's the easiest game known to me.
You're right. There's some platforming issues that I had with one of the levels recently that I didn't care for so much, but otherwise it was. I really enjoy that game. It's very charming still. I'm hoping to have it beat next week, but it all depends on how fast I can beat it.
If you can stay awake.
And if I can stay awake.
The music's bad.
You think the music's bad?
I think it's annoying, but I guess it's kind of supposed to be.
New Super Mario Bros. Music was pretty bad too.
It's very kid friendly, so I don't mind the music.
I mean, this sounds like children are making the music.
Sure. Yep.
So I mean, I think it's worse than anything in a Mario Brothers game I've ever heard.
I
Even the new
found
stuff.
the dog stuff is way easier to do it as I have it docked because you can hear them barking, which before I was playing it in handheld mode with no sound. And so I was just running through trying to find them.
Oh, I guess I didn't. I think I only did that in the demo. I don't know if I ever did that in a full game.
The dog one going back and finding the pooches.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. See, that's probably why it's taken me so long because I do that with every level that it comes up on.
Can he eat the dogs?
No, you can't shoot them either.
It's too bad.
All right, let's take a quick break and tell the kids goodnight. I do believe that's why they're here. First up is Olivia. Hello.
Have they played any Yoshi?
No. They've been asking to play Mario Party recently, and I have yet to be able to let them.
Man, you can't. I don't know if you can.
Gotta happen. Look at her eyes. She wants to play it.
She's ready for it.
Wants to play the party.
Who do they play as when they play Mario Party?
I think she played as Yoshi last time, and
It's not a bad choice.
I think Jolene played as Mario or Luigi. I can't remember which.
Okay.
Okay.
Mario and Luigi Mario. You know what I'm saying?
You pick like
Oh, Monty Mole.
Oh, you pick the mole?
Nope.
Monty Mole.
Mole
He's in Super Mario Party.
is.
Hmm.
You have to unlock it, though, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
It's
you
been a
did.
while.
I was surprised Mario would invite him to a party, but
All right, you tell the gentleman good night.
Night.
Have a beautiful night.
Said, have a beautiful night. You want a fist bump? Fist bump?
Bump. Bump City.
All right, you're out. Sis is up. Love you.
We all love you.
They all love you. Oh,
Even Yoshi.
Crack and all running up the stairs. This one got a haircut.
Yeah, I was gonna say her hair looks different.
Yeah, that's good.
Just
All right, don't be weird about it. You're making it.
It looks nice. You're doing great.
they don't have very many haircutting games.
Yeah, there's a
I don't know.
spelling game that's less than $1 on the Switch right now.
Get your haircut in Red Dead, San Andreas. I don't know if you could in GTA 5.
You can.
Go ahead.
You can in Busy Scissors for the Wii. How about that?
Man, they had that Snipper Clips game, right? That came out as a launch title for Switch.
Yeah, but Busy Scissors, you're actually cutting hair.
Okay.
You're running a hair store.
Jolene the other day asked me, in her loveliness and her not understanding how games work, Dad, is there a new Red Dead coming out this year?
Probably.
Yeah. There could be some. I don't know if they'll do DLC for that. That'd be interesting.
I said
Probably
it's
something
probably
online.
Like another 10 years till we get another Red Dead. She was not happy with that answer.
I feel like you should open up a barbershop called Hair Store. That would be
Where'd you get your haircut at? The hair store?
No. Clips.
A great, not
Yeah.
mean you, Tardo. Yes, great to get a haircut at.
Great Hair Store. Yeah.
The great hair experience. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
If
Dance moves.
Dance.
tried to do it last time and there was nobody.
Yeah, I disappeared. My
Yeah,
phone's like,
Ralph wasn't here to do the dance with you.
There's a dance for you. It's not a very good dance, but it's there.
Live
Love
action
it.
Sonic. Do they even know who Sonic is?
I did not bear them witness to that trailer.
That's good.
I'm not that
That's smart.
terrible of a parent.
Have they seen the Smurfs? Did you show them that?
Maybe they saw the Smurfs. Love you. Have a good
The
night.
Smurfs actually looked like Smurfs.
Yeah.
At least,
See me in the morning.
at most.
It should be like a real looking Mario, not like the Mario Brothers movie that came out in the '90s, but like a
The movie's so good.
Mario.
Talk bad about that movie. It's so good.
But, they need to do that. Get that going. Real CG looking Toad.
What else did I play?
Borderlands.
Nope. Oh yeah, I was like Borderlands 3. No, I didn't go play that. So I've been calling my buddy Joey, the same one that I was share playing with. I don't know why I want to play fucking Borderlands. I really don't, but I just had the urge. Ryan talked about it for a couple of weeks, and we got to a part in the division where I just kind of got over it, and I'm not really sure that I want to play it anymore, but that's for another day. But so I'm like, all right, we need a new multiplayer game aside from I did play some Apex. Apex is great still, but whatever. I was like, we can play some Apex. We could get Borderlands. It's $30. It's not very expensive. It looks great. We replay that. He kind of him-hawed around about it, and picked it up Sunday, and we played for about 3 or 4 hours on Monday. And boy, that game is still as good as it ever was. It looks really nice. The loot is fun. Having the shift codes to start with, the 50 shift codes it gives you for the loot.
I got 0 shift codes.
Oh, what?
I have no idea. How'd you get the shift codes?
I don't know. I started the game and it gave me 50 shift codes.
I had 0 shift codes. Did you import a character?
Nope. No character to import. Hasn't played it on the PS4 before.
I had no shift codes.
Huh.
Was it a digital thing?
It did not say it was a digital thing
Uh,
from Sony. I'm not sure why I got 55. Have you booted it up recently?
No, because I've been playing Days Gone.
I wonder if maybe it's something recent, or maybe it was a Sony specific thing. I don't know. That's weird. I looked at more shift codes and got another 25. That there was 5 codes online, so I got 25 more shift codes. So I have like 75 codes to use on random loot. So I don't know. I really like the loop of Borderlands. I think it's a fun game. I understand that early part can be a little monotonous, but boy, that game's a good time.
Yeah, I like it quite a bit.
It's my favorite of the 2 main story ones. Although it immediately went on sale, so I called PlayStation Monday and asked them to refund me my money. The guy said, "Yep, no problem. I'll get a supervisor to do it, and then it'll get credited back to you in about an hour." I'm like, "Great." Hang up, click. Look at my PlayStation account later. No dollars off. Okay. So Tuesday comes, still no money off. PlayStation puts it on sale. So then I called yesterday and bitched at them. I was on the phone for a fucking hour with Sony. An hour. And then you know what they did? They did their math wrong and gave me $7. It was on sale for $10 cheaper. $10.31, I think it was.
Surprised they didn't do that.
I mean, I think there's a protection of if the game goes on sale on the PlayStation Store within 7 days, I think they price match it for you. I think.
Automatic then.
Well, yeah, it's definitely not automatic.
It was for Google when I bought my phone.
Yeah.
Put it on sale for Black Friday. They just automatically gave me the money without me having to call them. So.
Yeah. I called Sony and they fucked up and only gave me $7, but I'm waiting for the other $3 to drop in, but it's probably not gonna. Either way.
Yeah, you should probably be happy you got anything. It's my analysis.
I was saying they're trying to prevent you from buying another Dig Dog. So
I didn't even write down I played some Dig Dog. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna be stupid and buy the Handsome Collection because it's $15 right now digital, which I know I could get it physical for I think $20 at Best Buy. But if I could use that money that I paid for Borderlands towards that and get it for like $5 to $10, that seems like a pretty good deal.
I think it's $15 at GameStop right now.
yeah, it was $15 for a while after they announced
The new-
so,
$15 would not be a bad price, I think, to buy those.
I mean, used, I think, would be like 12 if
Yeah.
you use my stuff.
Borderlands 2 is pretty good.
Borderlands 2 is good. I think it's better like gameplay wise, but I definitely like playing Borderlands 1 more.
Well, the comparison between I just meant like the DLC for the first Borderlands isn't so hot, but the
second
the
Borderlands
the second one is quite a bit better.
it's real hot.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm in the process of doing that. I've only put 3 or 4 hours into Borderlands 1, so I don't want to jump off the train just yet. Because boy, is it good. I got to like level 15 in that little 3 to 4 hour span. Like it was just fucking great. So
Nice.
Dig Dog is maybe one of the weirdest games I've ever played. It's $4 on the Switch. I bought it because whatever. I also bought Timberman because it was 19 cents. And the Tom Brady thing really made me laugh from last week, so I bought it. I haven't played it though.
Tom Brady, what the hell?
Dig Dog is I played just the easy mode, which is just the loop of find the bone as you dig down without dying, and then it'll take you to the next level. I went through 75 levels of doing that.
So is it kind of like Dig Dug at all, or no?
Boy, it's been a minute since I played a Dig Dug.
Is your dog named Doug?
It might be. I call him Dog, so you can mispronounce it and call him Doug. But
You don't remember Dig Dug?
no, but that doesn't mean anything because I'm not the smartest person.
Well, you have to be smart to remember Dig Dug.
I don't have a memory of games. Somebody asked me what my most disappointing game ever was, and I was like, I can't tell you that. I don't know.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Fuck you. Anyway,
Human memory is not great. I think that's everybody.
I mean, basically, you are a dog you press a button and you dig down. Or you can just hold the. Can't believe this last game I'm going to talk about. You hold the stick down and it goes one block at a time down, or there's a boost button. But that's where it gets a little tricky. Is if you're using the boost too much, you'll get out of whack and you lose balance, and you can either run into a spike or you can fall to the ground, which are spikes on the ground, or you run into a bat, and if a bat hits you twice, or if you run into like these other creatures and they hit you twice and you're dead, it's kind of crazy.
Pump of some kind.
What?
Pump of some kind.
Pump? Nope.
You could like shoot at a bat, pump them up.
Nope. No bat pumps. Once you get the bone, then it just like spins you out of the level to the next level, and then it's a roguelike. So. Or roguelite, whatever you want to call it. So whenever you die, it takes you back to the very beginning of the game, and that's whatever. I haven't found really any upgrades, but I haven't played very long. You get experience as you get through more levels. I have not found out what that does for me yet, but I don't know. It's $4. It's fine. It's strange, but I like strange.
Do the colors change at all, or is it all that weird?
Yeah, it's very much like the other game I just bought on the Switch, Ralph. I've also had on the PS4. Fuck.
Downwell?
Downwell. Yes, you can change the color modes. And so I have like 7 or 8 different color modes that I unlocked while you play it. So it's very Downwell-ish, but more rogue. I mean, I guess that's kind of a rogue light, isn't it?
Can't keep up with all these games.
Yeah, it's basically Downwell with a dog, but a whiter
Downwell dog.
Yeah, it's Downwell dog. Yep, that's what they should have called it. But yes, Dig Dog, $4. Buy it because sure.
Well, $4 on sale, or is it $4?
No, that's $4 flat. So in about 3 weeks, it'll be 19 cents. Oh fuck!
Did it have a good description?
I don't remember the description, although I did see a description for a game the other day. It was really cheap, and it like the sentence cut off with a V, like it was going to type a word, and they didn't, or they hit. I don't know. It was funny. It was dumb. But all right, I think that's everything I've been playing, Ralph. Right? Yes. Yep.
Yeah, looked like it.
All right.
Wants to surmise some scores?
Let's surmise the scores, Ralph.
Did we already do Rage 2?
We did. Hello and welcome to the Rage 2 Surmise the Scorecast.
Rage 2 cast.
This is the section of the show where we try to guess the Metacritic score, aka the Metascore, for games that aren't out yet, including Rage 2, which we've already done. Rage 2.
Still raging.
Still raging. Last time we didn't surmise much.
Nope.
And none of those have scores yet.
Great.
But we can talk about a game that has a score now.
Did you see that Rage 2 Dreamcast thing?
No.
Oh, apparently they're giving away a custom-built Dreamcast to play Rage 2.
What?
What the hell?
I don't know if
That's
it's
amazing.
real or not. It sounds real, but
I would not want to use a Dreamcast controller to play that game.
follow and retweet the Rage account to win a custom Dreamcast, and it plays Rage 2.
That's amazing. Days Gone. I got a Metascore.
That
score.
Yep.
71.
Oh my god! I've got to pre-order it, buy it, ship it to your house, Ralph.
Don't bury the lead.
Oh shit! Sorry. I woke up praying for I woke up praying for a 71 that day, and I had a 72.
Yeah, it was 72 for a while. It's dropped again.
Coming in last place with a guess of 83
Really taking his spotlight here.
was Ralph. You blew it.
You fucked up, Ralph.
Could have loved her. Coming in second with a guess of 81 was Ryan.
You guys were all too excited for this game.
I don't think I was ever excited.
I'm just fucking with it.
Coming in very first with an exact score of 71
So good.
was Derek. How did you do it, Derek?
It's so listen, the people spoke to me and said this game's gonna be trash. Pick a low score. And I said, you're right.
70's not a low score though.
Garbage.
That's what a Days Gone apologist would say.
70's not a low score. A game getting out of 7 out of 10 is trash, then what is the scale? What is your game if a 7 out of 10 is garbage?
Listen, we're not here to talk about me. We're here to talk about Days Gone. All right.
But you said the 7 is the trash.
I say a lot of dumb things. I'm not sure.
Derek.
When they gave Breath of the Wild, Jim Sterling gave it 7 out of 10, and everybody just like shit their pants because
that's a bad game. So I agree.
No, I think his description of 7 out of 10 was good. People just lost their minds.
It's not even good, but whatever. Garbage. All right, let's see here. Ralph, I need some assistance here because I need your opinion.
I don't. You don't.
I do.
No, you
just pick one, man.
You picked 71 exactly.
Yeah, you got this.
You know what trash is.
All this continues.
Which one of these games is a 7 out of 10 to you?
I would say that Rap Jam Volume 1 is not that bad of a game. It's bad, but it's not like complete trash.
That game is a 72.
Is that what you're picking here?
Yeah, I'm taking Rap Jam off.
Okay.
Rap Jam Volume 1 is a piss poor joint. I'm sorry.
It is, but it's not one of the top 10 worst games of all time.
Yeah, but it's pretty fucking bad.
I mean, we're pretty high on this list, dude.
It's pretty bad. That's actually the only game I have a Metascore for you this week.
Piss.
Sorry about that. We can surmise some stuff though.
There's not out these days. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, I mean we got Rage 2 on the horizon. We already did that, and Saints Row the Third on the Switch. We did that one. A game I'm looking forward to that nobody else probably is. Shakedown Hawaii, which is from the guy who made Retro City Rampage. It looks like Super Nintendo game. It's like a overhead. I think it's open world, but like everything it's destructible. I mean, it's kind of like a Retro City Rampage was kind of like a, I don't know if it was 8-bit, but it's like imagine like a GTA game except very retro. So this is, I guess, building on that. I don't know. Looks pretty good. Shakedown Hawaii. I'll go first here since I'm the only one who knows what this is. I guess.
This is, yeah.
And this is probably going to be for all these games. I'm going to go with 78.
Ooh, okay.
Derek, what you
77.
got?
Double John Elway.
Man,
It's never failed me before.
Ryan, what you got?
I was going to pick 78, so I'll pick 79.
Sandwich time.
Okay, this one's for Derek.
Ooh.
Do you remember Puyo Puyo Tetris that came out?
It's his favorite.
Talk about
Couple
talking about a 71. Yep, I remember.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if that game got less than 71.
It definitely did. I'm pretty sure it got the
Yeah, it got pretty good.
It was
This is
pretty
Puyo Puyo Champions.
Uh-huh.
This is a downloadable $9.99 game.
Uh-huh.
It's only Puyo Puyo.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I got for you, Derek. What you got for us?
74.
74. Ryan.
It's only Puyo Puyo, no Tetris, nothing else.
I mean, it's got some different Puyo Puyo modes, I think, but it's only.
Puyo Tang.
I'm going to say 79.
I'm going to go with an 81.
Okay.
Finally, I saw this game was coming soon on the Switch, and it was on sale before it was even out, which is always a good sign. It was like $3 off. It's called Extreme Club Racing. It looks like like a 90s arcade racer, except it said the tracks are procedurally generated, which sounds like a horrible idea for a racing game to me.
That sounds like a dumb idea.
I'm guessing it's going to be really bad. Ryan, what do you got for us?
What system is this on?
I know it's on Switch. It's downloadable only. It's probably on everything.
Since I've been doing 79, I'll drop it to 69.
Like it's hot.
69. Okay, I'm going to go with a solid 50.
Oh, boy.
Derek, what you got?
I was going to go with a 65, but I'm going to drop it to a 62.
62. Okay. That's all I've got for you.
All right. Well, what's the plan for next week, gentlemen? What are we looking at? Ryan, you're going to finish Days Gone.
Yeah, that's probably it. Because Rage 2 doesn't come out till mid-May.
The 14th, I think.
And I'm not even sure if I'm going to get that when it comes out. I'm going to kind of
really?
See, yeah, I have no real reason to get that immediately. But
I think I'm just jonesing for a video game, so I'm going to buy it right away.
So I'll wait to see what that is because I still don't even really know what that game is.
It looks like Doom, but more post-apocalyptic and brighter.
No way is that game like Doom.
Have you watched it be played? It plays just like Doom.
I can't imagine a game's like Doom.
I'm telling you, I watched gameplay of it. It looks just like fucking Doom.
Watching gameplay and playing the game are very different things.
Fair, but yeah, boy, it looks like Doom. Anyway, it's very id Software looking.
Okay.
Like new id, aka Doom.
Okay, not Wolfenstein.
Sure, I mean Wolfenstein and Doom feed into each other for a lot of things. So yeah, it just has the speed. It looks like of Doom, which is strange. Infamous prototype, it's all the same.
I can't imagine that game's like Doom, but
Piss fuck.
I mean, I played the first Rage. That means they would just like be throwing that completely away.
Do you have any actual thinking that this is going to be like the first one?
It should be a little bit like it.
Watch some gameplay and then tell me what you think. I mean, you apologize for Days Gone, so you'll apologize for it. But I mean, just tell me what you think and let me know what you're.
For Rage, I'm not defending Rage at all.
No, Rage 2. I mean, just watch some gameplay of Rage 2 and tell me what you think.
What would I apologize for then? The Rage 2?
I don't know.
I will apologize for Rage 2 next week. Yes.
All right, good.
Okay.
Ralph, what about you?
I'm going to apologize for Rage 2 also.
What are you going to be playing? What are we looking for?
I don't know. It's a good question.
You could buy Borderlands. We could play it together. $20.
I could do a lot of things. I played Borderlands when it came out.
I'd float you $10.
I can buy it. I just don't want to. I don't want to play it. I don't have any interest in playing it.
You play with me though, and that'd be fun, right?
I don't.
A copy.
I don't want to play it. I got nothing for you. I mean, I might download Shakedown Hawaii. I guess it comes out the 7th. I think. I don't know. I'll probably just wait on Rage 2.
You can get in a vehicle and drive in this game.
Yep.
Shakedown Hawaii or Rage 2?
Very much driving in Doom.
Oh my god.
Gameplay is like Doom.
Gameplay, not the cars, motherfucker.
Driving a car is gameplay.
Right.
What?
Anyway, the shooting. I'll be more specific. It seemed as though the shooting mechanics were very Doom heavy.
So would you say like Bulletstorm is Doom?
Well, I would say it's Bulletstorm because that came out before the new Doom.
But would you say it plays like it, like Doom?
My brain can't comprehend this conversation right now.
Just because a game comes out after another game doesn't mean you can't say this game plays like that game.
All I'm saying is that they're both from Bethesda.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So I'm saying that it's clearly borrowing some elements of a sister game, aka Doom.
I don't know if you know this, but Avalanche is not id.
It's whatever, dude. It's all Bethesda.
Is it?
Sure.
You don't make comparisons
with Ryan.
Eric.
You don't. Yeah, I know.
This is what
I wait for that Doom-inspired Elder Scrolls game. Is it Bethesda? All Bethesda.
I'm excited for the God of War inspired kart racer that we're going to get from Sony Santa Monica.
Yeah,
be really good.
Mod Nation
Kratos. Mod Nation Racers. Yeah, Mod Nation Kratos. Yep, you got it. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh fuck!
What you got, Derek?
I'm gonna not ever make another comparison to Ryan ever again. I think
it looks more like Far Cry than it does Doom.
Jesus Christ! Level up. Level up. I said the end. Goodbye.